Welcome to Mindful Mondays with Carrie. Whew. So I'm definitely aware of being extremely nervous and excited, but mostly nervous. I've been wanting to do something like this for a couple years now, maybe even longer. I find myself working with clients and sending them to really great resources out there. Kind of wanting to be able to provide a landing page of resources for my clients, kind of like a one-stop place you can go to for different tools and support to help understand this journey of healing and empowerment. And different tools that might help along the way. So this is feels very far outside my comfort zone right now. And so I'm kind of working really hard to let go of my own perfectionism and having it be a certain way. Or even knowing what it's supposed to be or what it's going to become. And just really I am trusting the process and reaching out for support with other people as well as my own self-support. So I was aware of this morning feeling extremely nervous and not feeling prepared. I noticed in the days leading up to this, cleaning and taking apart the vacuum to clean out all the hair and anything I could do to avoid sitting down and preparing to do this. And also noticing what kind of self-talk I have, and instead of beating myself up for whatever it might be, really looking at cheering myself on and taking breath after breath and moving my body and really, cheering myself on that I'm doing this even though I'm scared shitless and not waiting for myself to feel calm and self-assured and doing it anyway. So working through the fear and doing something that I feel like is important for myself, just putting myself out there, my own work in being seen, wanting to be seen, terrified of being seen, wanting to be invisible and just stay under the radar, and then, claiming my voice and sharing something with you that hopefully, I hope that you find this helpful as we go along. So we'll see what develops, and hopefully you'll find some benefit to watching and hearing about different concepts and different tools. And I certainly am going to try and give something in each episode that you can practice between episodes to help bring it all alive and just, Don't know where I'm going right now, so I'm going to take another breath. All right, so I don't even know where I was coming from or where I'm going in this moment. And I'm looking down at notes that really aren't telling me where to go either. feeling stuck and knowing that I will become unstuck if I just keep moving and trying to go with the flow. So, one thing I'm doing right now, and I'll just kind of invite you to join me if you want to. We'll do a little scan. The next episodes, I'm going to be talking about Gestalt, and more specifically, the awareness and contact cycle, which is kind of a roadmap for getting our needs met. And the more we're able to make contact with the world and get our needs met, the healthier we are. And there can be lots of places that we get stuck around this awareness and contact cycle. And one is, what are we aware of? Just noticing what we're aware of. So often throughout the day, we'll just be on autopilot. It's an absurd percentage of the day, like 90% of the day, we're just on autopilot. So just bringing conscious awareness to what is coming up right now is in and of itself. So just noticing what we're aware of in and of itself is something we might need to exercise a muscle around. And a lot of this can be in connection with our breath and our body. And often we learn to disconnect from our breath and our body. So let's just take a moment, and you can join me in closing your eyes if you would like, or you can leave them open. And just taking a breath. I like to support myself by putting my hand on my chest and sometimes a hand on my stomach. Just taking a breath. For me, it feels almost like a reminder that I have my own back, or like an internal hug. So you can play around with touch and see if that is something that supports you or not. There's no right or wrong, just what feels good for you in the moment. But taking a breath and just asking, what am I aware of? I'm aware of needing a deep breath. I'm not sure that I've been breathing very fully based on the fact that I'm nervous. And when I get nervous, my breathing gets a little shallow. So just really taking a deep breath and kind of grounding myself into this moment. And I'm aware in this moment of needing some grounding because of being so nervous up until this point. So really feeling the couch underneath me, feeling my hand on my chest and my stomach, feeling my lungs, my diaphragm. And noticing the cool breeze coming in. I have the window open and the sun is shining, aware of the light coming in. I'm aware of light coming in through the prism in my window and reflecting rainbows on my walls. And I'm aware of that. Just gives me a sense of peace and a sense of connection. Aware of the next breath. I'm aware of some sounds in the background. I'm wondering if that's going to be picked up on the microphone. Just aware of wanting to shift in my body to become more comfortable. And I invite you to just check in throughout the day. personally, I have a lot of alarms to remind me of different things throughout the day. And I tie it with a conscious moment, just a reminder to bring my attention to the moment. What am I feeling? What am I thinking? What's important to me right now? Is it connecting with someone? Feeling support? Perhaps there's a need for laughter, feeling seen. Perhaps there's a need for getting my thirst quenched. Is that the right word? Or perhaps I'm hungry and I haven't eaten and I need to provide my body with nutrition. Just reminders throughout the day. I also call it like a pause and ponder, just noticing what activities bring you energy and maybe which ones leave you feeling drained. So not to judge or criticize as right or wrong, but just for information so that you can further support yourself. Yeah. So the teachable takeaway for today is to create moments, conscious moments, to pause and ponder, to ask yourself, what am I aware of? What's important? And we'll talk more in the next episode about why that is so important. Thanks for joining.